Um, for those who joined me last night, I'm back. I'm back in my cage. They gave me only a little bit of freedom, and here I am. So, this is my home. What do you think? I'm thinking of putting like a big screen TV right here, maybe a desk right here, maybe a little indoor swimming pool right in this little corner. Wow, a lot of you guys have been waiting for this. Very cool. But I imagine that you want to hear what went down tonight. So I will tell you. Um, I don't know if you guys want to. What's up, Brian? What's going on, man? I am so tired. Can I tell you guys? Um, only a couple hours of sleep. A couple nights ago, last night, just waking up on and off. And what's up, guys? Hey, here, let me show you what's right outside this curtain. So the shower is right there. My voice is fine. I didn't scream, "Hey, Mikoto, お疲れ、本当にお疲れ様でした." So I started just a little bit late. I was talking to this German girl that's here with her friend, and they're visiting and traveling around Tokyo. But man, what a day! Just a really quick, yes, but really capsule hostel. But really quickly, I had to get up early. I was checking out apartments, or checked out one apartment. Actually signed stuff, and if everything goes well, hopefully, I'll be moving in to Tokyo in within three. Yes, this is not my usual apartment, Michael. So I did that. I had lunch with Yushi-san from Blacklisted Records. Great talk, just talking about music and bands and stuff. And then, okay, so I don't know if you guys watched the live stream, the very short live stream. Um, but I took the train, I checked the Google map, and I thought everything was fine. And I closed my eyes for a little bit, and then I opened my eyes, and then I was supposed to head towards Yokohama, but instead I ended up arriving at Haneda Airport, and I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. So yeah, that wasn't too cool. I was supposed to arrive at the venue by 4 o'clock, and I thought that would be plenty of time to get merch for SJ and then interview some people, but it didn't happen. I ended up catching the train back, and I had to wander around a little bit. It was just kind of confusing. And then I finally arrived at the venue at 4:40. Um, but man, hey Steen, hey Yoshi. I don't know if it was the wrong train. I'm not quite sure what happened because I checked and it seemed like it was supposed to go straight down, but I think maybe I just I think maybe I just ended up not transferring. Again, I thought I checked, but I was really tired today. So yeah, I got to the venue. It was pretty cold. It was let's see, 40 degrees Fahrenheit, Celsius, maybe like 3 or 4, maybe 5 degrees. Yes, I took the KQ. But yeah, I don't know. It split up somewhere. And so I arrived. It was drizzling a little bit. I just did not get a chance to talk to people. Just said hi very quickly. Just different people here and there. Ron Heaps, Marco. I did my interview with him, only him, because it was so short. I saw Derek. I saw Michael. I saw, yeah, just a lot of different people, just randomly. Oh, and then Marshall from Hong Kong, Mr. 3D, Mr. 3D printer, busted out with this little set for me. So Marshall, thank you again. You are a gentleman. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's really cool. I think he's having the time of his life, and I get it. I understand the thrill and the excitement of like creating things for fans and passing it out and spreading the joy. And if you guys have been a part, if you guys have been a part of the bandmate fandom for a while, you know there's a lot of love, not just from the maids to us, and not just from us to the maids, but between each other. And it's exciting. There's something really, really exciting and very kind about the group. I think we love helping each other out. We love giving to each other and like feeling like we all understand. Nice figure, thanks. Oh, not figurine. Sorry, but you meant me. Um, so yeah, it's really cool when people do that. Oh, Richard, that's all I was thinking today was just FOMO, and I knew it again. Once when I did the breaking news update, I was like, holy shit, they've done all these songs that we've heard before throughout last year. But that means that we're going to be getting a lot of songs at Yokohama Arena. But that means that we're going to be getting a lot of songs that we haven't heard in a while. And boy, I am so happy I was right. And oh yeah, I did see Joseph Luna for like 10 seconds. He's like, Peter. I was like, wait, you're here? He's like, of course I am. He took off. Um, so yeah, I mean, we lined up, we went inside. No time for merch. No time for. Oh, I'm gonna go over the list. It's on Twitter. It's on Facebook. I posted it in the MNN community page, so you can check it out also. But again, I was excited more for tonight, and thankfully, happily, I was correct and I was right. That's cool. How is that show? They get nuts, right? Um, but the excitement that I had for this show, anticipating just hearing these songs that I knew that I haven't heard in a while, and it was good. It was really, really good. And okay, so here's the really interesting thing. Yes. So in Japanese, it's called the Gaibanhen. Okay, Gaibanhen, and it's sort of the extra, right? That extra addition to the Yokohama show. Um, but they need to do a spin-off of a spin-off. And as you guys mentioned, you guys know that bandmate could do up to 4 shows consecutively, still have an amazing set list every single time, and people will still lose their minds. And that is really the secret weapon. That's the secret weapon of bandmate, is that they have phenomenal, phenomenal songs. And I was talking about this with Yushi-san from Blacklisted, and I told him, yeah, at the end of the day, if you have great songs, then that is really the beginning of the end. Or no, that doesn't sound right. That's what you're aiming for. Having a great song, more than I think pushing for technicality, more than pushing for just performance per se. You need to start with a great song, right? The ingredients, and holy smokes. Let me list the songs, okay, very quickly. Oh, and so my ticket number was 677. Yeah, don't you like it? This is I'm a small guy, and my arms, this is as far as they go. Um, okay, let me list the songs. Oh, and then Ed Hunt, who is such a big fan of Eminem and such a great supporter. He ended up standing next to me, so it was cool having him. We were talking about stuff and just enjoying it. And yeah, that sort of broke my heart in nonfiction days. So let me list the songs. Here we go. Domination, Well, let me just say this: when Domination came out, we were like, "What?" I was like, "Okay, I get it. They are continuing." Starting with Domination again, it's just a sure sign. It's them affirming we're still after world domination. We're still going after it. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great song, but it was like, what? Okay, moving on. Different, real existence, you, moratorium. I can't live without you. Turn me on. I'll, Rene. Start over, SJ. And then Wonderland, before yesterday, one and only, YOLO, time, onset, again. They play that as well at Yokohama Arena. Warning, um, Misa and Akane had this nice little groove going on, this little jam session right before they went into Secret My Lips. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, this they're missing. I have a list in front of me, but they're missing Honkai. So it was actually the jam session, and then they went into Honkai, which I haven't heard in the longest time. And then Secret My Lips. They did Secret My Lips. Ah. And then the last spurt, the last set, Carry On Living, Blooming, and I Had a Feeling, Screaming, and they closed out with Endless Story. So they had 3 repeats: Domination, Onset, Endless Story. Now, Domination was like, okay, I get it. They did different. It's a good song. I don't go crazy over it. I don't have this kind of mm, let me do this little sort of precursor. Songs songs are as meaningful as relationships and as meaningful as memories in our lives. I think songs very much and bands have uh, they take their place in our lives. There's like these core memories we have with music that affect us. Again, whether it's a music video or it's a concert or even just something that you went through in your life. Like during this certain time, this music got me through. This music is such a big part of my history, of my youth, of my childhood, right? We say that all the time. And so when Real Existence came out, and Real Existence was like the song that woke me up to Bandmade. If we talk about Konami doing the kakse, the awakening into Mincho, like Real Existence was my awakening to Bandmade. Um, and so I was like, okay, here we go. Here we go. You came out, Moratorium was great. I Can't Live Without You, Turn Me On. Let me say, Isle, God, it's a beautiful song live. It's great. So let me just say, if you get the chance, try to go to a bandmate show and try to hear Isle because it's an amazing song. Just how it goes from like that sort of deep, heavy, sort of almost dark quality of the song, sort of sleazy, into that very uplifting, like major chord chorus. It's good stuff. And then Rene, and I don't know if you guys have seen, there's a video of last year at Anaheim when Rene came out. Was it Rene? Yeah, last year at Anaheim. And I kind of lose my mind and I sound like I'm enjoying myself way too much. Um, but Ed is very familiar with that video. And so when Rene came out, he started doing that in my ear. Oh, 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 Rene, Rene, Rene. Jerk, jerk. But that is how I sounded. I sounded like an idiot. Um, so, I mean, you cannot go wrong with Renee live. You cannot go wrong with Renee live. I mean, good God, that is such a good song. Um, the number 10, Start Over. I still got excited, but I kind of like, I drew the line since I knew how I sounded last time. You know, the more you see yourself and hear yourself recorded, I think the more careful you are of what you express. But number 10, Start Over. I think some of you know that it's not SJ's favorite song. It's not my favorite song. I was just telling SJ tonight after the show. I recall two specific times that I was at the concerts for Bandmate. This is 2018, because this is when the single for Start Over and Screaming came out. And both of those times specifically, when Start Over came out, I was just like, oh, come on, hurry up, hurry up. Let's get over this. I'm not the biggest fan of Start Over, but tonight I got a little bit into it. I didn't hate it. It's not for me. It's not for me. But anyway, you know, we won't get into that. And then this is where it got really good. This is where, like, ugh. So Wonderland, it's a great song. I actually was at Osaka Namba Hatch when, yeah, no cross. Cross is all right. But I was at the Osaka Namba Hatch show 2019 when they first introduced Wonderland. So the very first time they performed it live, and it was just okay. I remember thinking, okay, it's much more Japanese, the melody and stuff, and I was like, okay, that's cool. But Psyche hadn't quite gotten it down. Like vocally, she hadn't quite really mastered everything. And so when she was doing like the falsetto and doing different parts, I was like, I don't know. But after it came out on Conqueror, I fell in love with it. And then every time afterwards, when she performed it live, she was amazing. And it's actually one of my favorite breakdowns when um, Konami does the little solo. It's got a very like sort of 80s dance groove sort of feel to it. Like, but yeah, Wonderland is amazing. And then this is where it got nuts. This is where like there are certain times in shows where you have zero control of what you're doing. Usually you like you know you're moving, you know you're swaying, you know you're listening. There's a sort of consciousness of what you're doing and what you're like um, embracing and just sort of digesting. But the next three songs, Before Yesterday, One and Only, and YOLO. Now, Before Yesterday, it's always had this nostalgic feel to me. I don't know if it's just because the video itself, I agree, it is a masterpiece. Um, like the video for Before Yesterday itself is very nostalgic, the way they sort of filmed it, but also just the melody, the way that she sings it, the way that Psyche sings it, again the melody, just the whole song. It's always been sort of nostalgic for me. And as they were singing it, I was just thinking, oh, I'm being taken into the past. And it just like all of a sudden, like it wasn't all these memories, but just the memory of Bandmate being with me these past 6 years. Um, sorry guys, it's a coming back. I don't know why. Excuse me while while I weep. So, like last year was very different because I started listening to all these different bands, going to all these different shows, and just really sort of embracing like everything around me and taking advantage of it. And so, Bandmate did get a bit lost in the mix, and it's just kind of how it is. But tonight, when sorry, I'll get through this. I'll get through this. Tonight, when they started playing before yesterday, and I was thinking about how they've been with me, and I've shared so many memories with Bandmate because like all these songs are very nostalgic to me, especially those first few years. For those of you who have been following Bandmate, you know what those first few years are like. And it was just, I remember, just the memories of just listening to Bandmate on the bus to work, going back home, jogging, walking my dog, just, watching like Zep Tokyo for the first time, watching Studio Coast for the first time, just replaying stuff over and over, and just that excitement, those early years of Bandmate. And yeah, they're just, they've been with me all this time. Um, and even bandmate, I don't think they understand quite what they do. Um, they don't understand quite what they do to people, I think, and I don't think they think at all, what their music does to me. I don't know, maybe if they would be freaked out about it. They're like, why is this guy crying? Um, but yeah, it just from before yesterday, and then thankfully I did have my omajinai towel with me, um, and I just started weeping. I just started weeping uncontrollably, and it was really weird. It was really weird if I couldn't control my crying, and it was like it kept on wanting to come out, and I didn't want to start crying like a little bitch. I didn't want to start crying like I was at somebody's funeral. Um, but it was just like for a good 10 plus minutes, I was just weeping. I just kept on weeping, thinking about everything that bandmate has sort of been through with me. Um, and it's not necessarily like my life and my time here in Japan, um, has been hard. Have been hard times. Oh, my flappy is with Yushi-san. He's taking care of it, so that I can get it from him after I move here. Um, but yeah, it was just I do not remember ever weeping like this at a concert. I mean, I cried a little bit at a Toronoko Rami show, just because it was such a moving moment that Mother Yanagi, the lead singer, she just sort of brought to the room. But nothing like this. Just um, no, I'm good, man. Thank you. But yeah, it was such an amazing moment for me, and just a reminder of just what Bandmate has done for me, and just the friendship of music, if that makes sense. The friendship and the camaraderie of music in our lives. They walk alongside us, like these bands and their music, they walk with us, and they speak to us, and they comfort us, and they're friends. So so I finally like sort of calmed down and wiped away my tears. Uh, Time was great to hear. Onset as always, there's just something about it. It's not as fancy, it's not as like passionate as from now on, but it's still there's something of just that song is great. Uh, when Warning came on, I mean, SJ, I was thinking of you when they did Warning. And I had my backpack this time, so I couldn't totally lose my mind. But yeah, Warning was great. Misa going into her little solo, I'm not sure what effect it was. It wasn't quite a wah pedal, but she did have something on it. Um, but yeah, she was doing some stuff, and it flipped back to Akane, back to Misa, back to Akane, back to Misa, and then they went into Honkai. And yeah, I gotta say, with Honkai especially, I absolutely anticipate and love that bridge, where it slows down and Psyche is just like doing her thing. She just chews that whole thing up. So that was wonderful, um, to hear that. And then Secret My Lips. Ugh, Secret My Lips. I love that song. And I do have a lot of memories of that song too. So that's the only other time tonight that I was just like almost tearing up. But just really beautiful. Really beautiful. And then yeah, Almighty Nighttime was fun. Oh, did you guys, if you guys look at the photos of Psyche modeling the new shirts, she actually cut her hair. So this front section is cut short, about so, and then the rest is long. But it's really interesting because Sada from Hades did something similar, a little bit more drastic, but similar, like kind of short here and then long in the back. So I'm thinking maybe that's a trend going on. But Carry On Living was great. Blooming was wonderful. I've always loved Blooming. And then I had a feeling Screaming will come out, and it did. So yeah, Screaming was awesome. And then they finished up. They wrapped it up with Endless Story. So that was great. I mean, as far as actual, so the sound was great. I mean, everything. There's still, because I was kind of further in the back, and then between Misa and Miku, but I could see everybody. Um, but yeah, again, the sound was great. I couldn't quite totally hear Konami all the time as well as I wanted to, but I did still hear her. It wasn't like she was ever cut off or things were off. Performance wise, the performance wasn't like extra special. Um, like there was no specific thing that was like, oh my gosh, like the way that she sang it or the way that she did this or she did this or she did this. So it wasn't like that type of thing. I mean, it was just a solid, great performance that Batman always puts on. But tonight for me, it really was about the songs and a reminder that it's about the songs. You take away the songs, and no matter how talented any of the girls are, Misa, Kane, Miku, Saiki, or Kanami, without these songs, it's not going to go anywhere. So, songs are the vehicle. Um, oh, does she have that now? Okay. I think it is a trend. It is going on then. If Sara did it, if Saiki has it now, if Uyu has it, then yeah. Um, so yeah, I I loved the set list. Of course, I wish I could have heard, Puzzle, Nonfiction Days. Um, Liberal would have been great. Again, all that other stuff. So, but I really would choose, even between 33 songs and 23 songs, I would choose Tonight. Tonight really was, it was just a blast from the past. And you are, oh, really? Okay. Um, yeah, you're not gonna get a set list like this. I don't know if I want to say ever again, but you're not gonna get a set list like this. Most likely, most likely. This was like a once in a lifetime thing, and I was grateful to be there for it. Um, Yeah, man, it's wild. It's really wild. It really blows my mind what music does to people. It gets inside you, you know, like it wraps itself up around your aorta. It just like, yeah, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. So, yeah, and then afterwards, just got online, got SJ's lottery, but it was only stickers and badges. And sorry, I had bad luck with that stuff. Um, yeah, no, I mean, there were some really deep cuts here, but there'll definitely be more. I mean, there definitely are more deep cuts. And again, it's bandmade. You just, you can't win, or you can win, and then you can't win. It's like, oh, I got this song, but I didn't get this song. I got this song, but I didn't get this song. I got this one, but I didn't get that one. So, the day of Made, I anticipate newer songs. Since it's going to be right before their album is released in summer, so there will be a few songs that'll drop. Um, I'm thinking at least. No, actually, I can't say because they're not doing a lot of shows in between now until the day of Made. It's next month, the acoustic, and I doubt, unless it's intended to be an acoustic song, they're not going to introduce a new one. Um, and then at the Incubus, because it's Incubus's concert, not theirs, they're not going to introduce a new song. I think. So at the day of May, probably day of May, maybe one new song off of the album. So, but yeah, that's kind of what happened, what went down tonight. Unfortunately, I couldn't update you guys as much as I wanted to in the beginning. Um, but yeah, like tonight again, not really like special stuff like performance-wise per se for me, but just the songs. God, it took me somewhere like it just took me. So yeah, but wish you guys could have been here. Wish all of you guys could have been here, and I'm sure all of you guys wish you could have been here too. There was one camera that was set up right in front of the mixer, and then there was a cameraman up in front, but only one that I saw. So I I don't know what they plan to do with it, to be honest. The way that the cameras were set up, it didn't look as though they were recording it to be distributed later on. Um, so I'm really not sure what they're going to do with that, to be honest. Just like when I think about it, it doesn't quite make sense in terms of what they want to do. Um, off the top of my head. But yeah, yeah, man. Yeah. So tomorrow there's tons of shows going on. With dim rays at some point. Our schedules don't quite work right now, and I really did want to interview them in person. So if that's the case, we may have to hold off a bit longer than I expected. I may end up having to move to Tokyo first and then interview them when they come here. So we'll see. But I would like to. I mean, there's definitely bands that I want to interview. Uh, Dim Rays, Gangire. I'm down to interview Nekomeshi. Um, Probably after their album drops, which is March 22nd. Um, yeah, possibly there may be some issues with that. So, um, but yeah, if you guys weren't there for the Foxhole, they played the entire album for Nekomeshi, and it was good. I was surprised. I was surprised at some of the songs. I was like, oh, this is. I don't want to say much better than I expected. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was like, oh, this is good. But it's really interesting because this year, Bandmade, it's a lot more sparse. It's crazy because it's like they planted like thousands of trees last year with all these shows, and now it's like it's here's one show, Here's one show. Here's one show. um, it's strange. So, but yeah, in terms of M&N, trying to keep up. We'll keep up very easily this year. Last year was a bit tough, but um, yeah, I mean, we may end up. I don't know. I'll have to talk about it with SJ, but we may have to look into doing some other types of videos. Maybe reach out to more other bands and stuff. 24-hour bandmate. That's not very easy to do. It's not very easy to do. It takes time, and we do have to work. So, oh, but thank you, Kurt. Thank you so much for your support always. And yeah, so if you guys didn't see the live stream yesterday, last night I got to watch Hades do a full-on rehearsal, start to end. That was wonderful. It was great. And then tomorrow I'll be going to their show um, with a few other like old school bands, SRS, Another Dimension, and Zygote. So it'll be pretty cool. Three like dude bands, and then Hades, which is pretty cool. I'll be doing some photos for them and then flying back to Osaka and then back home on Saturday. And I'll be back soon to take care of more apartment stuff and hopefully things will be settled and you guys can see my new place and all that good stuff. So, and I will be back before the acoustic, which is the 20th coming up. That'll be another good time. Yeah. Yeah, always the quality, dude. It's yeah. But in terms of like personally, like the songs, I mean, again, don't get me wrong. There's again, every show has great songs, but in terms of like my like gems, like my jewels, my diamonds, I mean, tonight was yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. Even though I'm glad you guys joined and it's cool having all these people watching after the show. Um, I'm gonna drink a little hotto yuzu, have a nice tuna and egg sandwich. I actually ate dinner, but I'm still a little hungry. It's a busy day. And have some jagabi, basically like potato chip fries. Yeah. So I'll eat a little bit, chill a little bit. It's been pretty rough past couple days, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Um, and again, thank you, Bandmate. Thank you, Bandmate, for creating a community. Yes, I can hit up Panda again tomorrow. Which should I do that? I had tacos and I had some Turkish food today. Do I want to do Panda again? Maybe. Ken, thank you so much. ありがとうございます。本当にありがとうございます. Ron, it was good to see you today. Sorry we couldn't chat. I really want to chat with people, but it's hard to. Just being busy running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. ありがとうございます. 대단히 감사합니다. 너무너무나 감사합니다. 도와주셔서. 또 hola, muchas gracias, merci beaucoup, kopkumakap. You guys enjoy the rest of the day wherever you are. And yeah, create some good special memories with the music you have, whoever it is. Nemophila, Love Bites, Hanabiye, for me, Hades, She-Glapes, all those wonderful bands. Enjoy yourself, have a good time. Um, and yeah, if you're going through hard stuff, I kind of have been going through some hard stuff myself. Hang in there, you know, whether it be money or relationships or just health, just hang in there. Um, reach out to people. Thankfully, SJ's been a really good friend to me, and I appreciate it. And having the cafe admins and just people around is really helpful a lot. So I really want to thank you guys. Yeah, just love each other. That's really important. Hard it. I missed that. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna take off. My battery's almost gone. Um, but I'll see you again soon. Maybe I'll drop some stuff when I get back home and then fill you in on some Haiti stuff as well. So, love you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are really awesome every step of the way. Peace. It's all about love, baby. Bye, guys. Have a good night. Have a good day. Ah, hello, hello. Hola. Okay, I'm gonna take off. Bye, guys.